on, we thought it might be a good idea to have a look at the kind of technology that people right now could be using to spy on you. No spy film will be complete without a little bit of sneaky stealing and hacking. And it turns out that in the real world, your computer could well be vulnerable to all kinds of security risks. So we want to find out in this challenge what those risks are and how you combat them.
Yeah, so in that office block over there behind us is a network of computers.
One of which contains a secret file that we both want to get our grubby little mitts on.
Now, all we know is that it's marked as top secret. The first to find that file will be the winner of this challenge. I'll be using traditional methods to physically sneak into the building.
While I'm the hacker, I have to use remote access to find the file. My first task was to try and access the wireless network inside, a process known as war driving. Basically finding a wireless signal and leeching it. And there it's come up, and it's unsecured, OK? So I can just hit connect, and I should be able to go straight onto their wireless network. Leaving your Wi-Fi unencrypted means that war drivers can steal your bandwidth and use it for downloading illegal content, such as ripped movies and music tracks. To prevent this from happening, wireless networks should be encrypted or secured with a unique password or code. Gaining unauthorized access to any system is illegal. But if I can do it to this system, someone can do it to yours. OK, I'm on board now. So the first stage of me looking for the top secret file is complete.
Meanwhile, I was busy trying to locate the computers on foot. Once I'd found them, I had to retrieve the file, which was on just one of the laptops. Of course, each computer had a different security device that I had to crack first. The first machine, as with many newer laptops, was locked with biometric security, in this case, fingerprint protection, so no joy there. The second computer had fallen foul to the most basic security error. This is open. But, frustratingly, the file wasn't on that machine, so I moved on to laptop number 3, and this one was password protected. I've got to crack this password. This is my only chance of actually getting this file. A recent survey found that 11% of people still use the word password as their password, and many more use easily guessable words. The key is use a combination of letters, numbers and special characters and keep it close to your chest. After trying star signs in days of the week, I tried out our location. Business centre. Oh. Yes! I'm in.
Back outside, I had to find a way to remotely hack into the hard drives by sneaking in via file and printer sharing. It's the way that you enable lots of people on one network to all print to the same printer, for example, or to be able to access each other's files and share documents and so on. The problem is it's quite vulnerable, and it's turned on by default in lots of computers. So if you have file and printer sharing turned on and don't have a firewall set up to alert you to attempts at remote access, your machine could be vulnerable. I had accessed the network. Now, to search for the file, all I needed to do was crack the individual machine's password. To do this, I used a dictionary attack, which by rapidly searching a database can crack simple passwords in minutes. In no time at all, I was in. Now got access to its files as if I was sat in front of it. It's that simple. Anyway, I've got a file to find.
Well, I still haven't found the file and was starting to worry about Jason hacking in. It's difficult to see if somebody's actually accessing your computer remotely, but if you have a look at netstat by going into command prompt and typing in netstat, we should be able to see if there's any foreign IP addresses. Little devil, he's in. I'm going to put a stop to that. I am going to boot him out.
But I was already busy on the next stage of my hacking, launching some malware. Right, I've not been able to find the top secret file, but I want to make sure that I can reconnect to it if I ever need to in the future. And the way I do that is with something called a Trojan. A Trojan is a form of malware, malicious software designed to infect a machine, which can enable a hacker to take full control of a user's system. And I've prepared a little Trojan here. I'm just going to rename it with a name that will beckon the user who finds it to open it. Pictures of Susie.
I was doing my best to block Jason by closing the file and printer sharing. Gone.
Oh, look at that. I've been scuppered. But what they might not know is that my little Trojan is sat there on the desktop with pictures of Susie, enticing a user to double-click it. And once that's done, That computer is mine.
Pictures of Susie? What's that? I can't see anything, but I don't think I should have opened it. Oh, no. What have I done that for? You idiot!
My dastardly plan had worked, and by activating the Trojan, I was now able to search through the files inside.
There are many ways you can fall prey to malware. Through websites, spam emails, or peer-to-peer networks. Often, innocuous-looking files hide these nasty viruses, which is why having up-to-date antivirus software is so important. Right. I've had enough of his antics, so I'm installing some serious antivirus software, and I'm going to boot him off the Wi-Fi network forever, and I'm going to find that file. Once my antivirus software had found and deleted Jason's nasty Trojan, I encrypted the router to protect against further remote access.
Which meant I'd been foiled. I think it's time I left.
And with night falling, I finally got that secret file. Oh yes, I am the master hacker. Now I've got to get out of here without being spotted.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I did feel very vulnerable when I could see that you were actually trying to hack into my computer. I felt really, really invaded.
No, I know, and I think a lot of people do. Since doing this, I've actually brought it up with some friends of mine, and it turns out that a lot of people have had their identities stolen. So this is real. It's not just scaremongering.
No, it's not, and that's why it's great to know that there is lots of software, like the one that I was using in that film, where you can protect yourself.
Yeah, and there are hardware solutions too, like this, the Yogi Gatekeeper Pico. We featured it in the last series of the Gadget Show. It's essentially a miniature computer in a USB stick that does nothing but handle your security. So there are solutions out there. It's not all doom and gloom.